some magical things coming up in the astrology this coming week. We really need to go over them a little bit. But for right now, today, this is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Live. This is not an answer type of tarot card reading. No, this is a if you're here, it's because you're drawn to it. And the message is for you because you arrived. This is for all zodiac signs. If you're looking for zodiac sign specific messages, then check out my premium channel, Born Without Boundaries Tarot. And I do 12 brand new zodiac specific videos every single week for you guys. Yeah, so check that out. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the chat. I'd love to hear your voice on the chat. And I'm going to start pulling cards, but first I'm looking at my Astrogold app. There's a much more complex version of Astrogold, which I should have. I don't, because you don't technically even need the you don't need the equipment. You don't need the technology if you understand just what degrees that the planets are at. But ultimately, this makes things a lot easier. There's just some magical stuff happening. And when I say magical, hi, everybody. What's going on? Hey, Sha. Hey, Bertha. What's up, DNA? Hey, Sheila. Hey, Miranda. It's nice to see you guys. Thanks for jumping on. What do I mean by magical? I would tell you this right now. Aries and Gemini, I can't wait to see what Taurus is going to hit me with, because Aries and Gemini were off the fucking hook. Aries and Gemini are about to have like the two of the best or most breakthrough weeks in their life so far. Absolutely. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen in Taurus. Pisces was pretty intense. And I think if you want to really understand the energy that we're all going through right now, you should check out the Pisces video, because basically Pisces is representative of us all. They're experiencing this like ridiculous stellium, 5 planets in the beginning of this week in the zodiac sign of Pisces. And what's really interesting to me is there's lots of transitions. Venus is about in the next week. Venus is going to transition from Pisces into Aries. Mercury is transitioning from Taurus into Gemini. Pluto is about to go into retrograde. So there's a lot of adjustments that are going to be made in the sky. And I love that we got this sort of like clusterfuck of energy in Pisces to sort of like I said, it's pulling into the water. All this energy is pulling into the water, and then it's going to start whoosh, like it's almost like a wave. Let's think of it as a wave. Think of it as the wave. It recedes, and then it spills out. It crashes. And that's kind of what's going to happen. And so it's like, how real are we with ourselves? What's up, Marby? Congratulations, beautiful. I'm sure that little baby is going to be just absolutely gorgeous, because there's so much love around her. I can't wait to see more pictures. You're such a talented photographer, sweetheart. What's up, Michelle? Hi, Eddie. Hey, Tina. It's good to see you guys here. Sometimes when I read off names, I feel like, remember that old show way back when, Romper Room, how at the end of the television show, the lady used to read into the mirror that was cut out. She's like, I see this person and I see this. I feel like that. Like that. Hi. I feel like that. Anyway, more energy is moving into Taurus. Interestingly enough, it's spilling from Aries into Taurus. Really interesting. So Taurus will lose Mercury to Gemini over the weekend. Yeah, over the weekend. And then, hold on, where am I? Yeah. And then by the middle of next week, over the weekend, both the midheaven and Venus are going to float on into Aries. So this really was sort of like the wave, the pulling back and all this energy generating in one place to spill out. And you're starting to see the energy spill out into Aries and into Taurus and be more evenly distributed now. Really, so cool how this flow is working. I really love it. And that's sort of like more even and more balanced by next week. What has particularly interested me is this trine between Pluto and Mercury, and that's a really powerful trine because that's the trine of like forensic psychology. It's digging in deep. It's kind of like private investigator work. It's and being able to really get in there and even manipulate people if you can, because you'll really know their inner workings or find out things about them or discover the discovery of things that have been hidden. And this is really, really powerful, especially when Pluto goes into retrograde, because Pluto in retrograde likes to do this already. But the fact that Mercury is there assisting them means that he's going to have an instant conduit to deliver everything that he's finding in those first couple of days of retrograde. And that's really powerful energy, because anything that's hidden is coming up. And that could have to do with something sort of on the world scale. Information that people tried to keep on the down low is coming out. Just to let you guys know. So there's a lot of interesting stuff happening this week. Capricorn. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, thanks, Marvy. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Hey, Sheila, that's exactly what I was thinking when you were saying it. Oh, you were? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Yeah. I'm telling you, anything that was underneath is now going to be bam, right there on the shore. Get ready to air out your dirty laundry, because that's what's happening. Like that's what that, but it's not happening to you personally. Of course, what's happening to you personally will all have to do with natal chart stuff, but it's what's happening to the world. Like all the shit people tried to hide, all the ways they just tried to deceive you. Because remember, the one thing Pluto is not is deceptive. Pluto doesn't deceive. Pluto hates deception. Like adversely opposed to deception. And that's why, if you know your Scorpios, basically every fucking thing in the world is okay with them except you lying to them. You could throw up on their brand new $15,000 couch and they'll somehow find a way to laugh that shit off. But if you lie to them, they will fucking kill you. Like that's the thing. Pluto is not playing around when it wants honesty. And if it has asked for honesty and it hasn't gotten honesty, it's going to fuck somebody up. And that's kind of what's going on. As soon as Pluto, it's like Pluto is like, Mercury, come here. You got to make a delivery for me because I found some shit out. That's kind of what's happening on the world scale. I found some shit out, Mercury. You got to go tell people about this. And Mercury is in Gemini when this is happening. So it's in a real chatty fucking mood. I'm just saying, you couldn't get Mercury in a better position than in Gemini. It's its home. It's confident in itself. It knows exactly where it's been. It knows exactly how to communicate. Geminis are phenomenal communicators. It knows exactly how to communicate whatever Pluto has found. This could be a time when you hear something through friends or even the internet, especially social media. Chatty. This shit's gonna just flood fucking out. I'm telling you. Maybe about social media, something about it. I just gotta make that comment. I think it's gonna be really big energy. Huge fucking energy. Okay. Anyway, that's what's exciting me over this next week. Today, very good day. Let's get into where's my cards? Oh. I mean, right in front of me is the one place I'd never look. So let's get into it. I don't even know where all these go. Where the hell are all these supposed to be? Everything came out at once. All right. All right. Everything's always going to come out all at once with my brain anyway. Guess what? This is divine balance. Let's get into it. Prince of Swords, acting on an idea, talking, communicating, speaking up. Done. Three of Cups, being celebrated for it. People really enjoying it. People appreciating you. People respecting you. People are thinking, yay, at least somebody finally said it. So today is a day to make a statement and to say how you feel, to talk about how you feel, and to be honest. And then Universe, changing everything. It could change your world, but definitely it's time to like finish off one chapter and begin and let that chapter end. Judgment is, it's almost like something good is coming out by somebody who thought they were buried. You know, somebody who thought, oh, buried. Well, guess what? You're not. The truth is has set you free. And then we have 10 of Pentacles, which is abundance, wealth, money. Money could be attached to this partnership, connection. And then we have the Hierophant. Taurus is the central energy here. This is all got to do with tradition and what has been established and the establishment. This could have something to do with marriage. This could have something to do with money, consistency, earnings, a value. Who is valued for what? And what do we value? That's a center of our discussion here. King of Cups is here. He's upright, so he's feeling really good about himself. This is about emotional balance and stability. Yeah. And then 10 of Cups is about happiness and fulfillment and joy. And the Devil is here, which is about restriction and confinement and expectation and fear. And then Hanged Man is here, basically saying, hold up, we got to start all over again. Let's look at this from a different perspective. Saturn right now, I think, is still square to Mercury. So that means whatever the vibe is, trust the vibe, but there's still going to be some interference today regarding what you're allowed to think, or somebody countering you as soon as you try to speak up or say something, or there's still rhetoric and routine that people have to go through right now before they can be like free to actually speak freely or free to talk. That's okay, because we're ready to wait. This is the High Priestess here, finding that cosmic balance. Saying trust your intuition and your psyche, because somehow we already know that karma is shifting and that the energy of the energy around us is shifting and that luck is changing. So ultimately, what is it saying? Even if you don't see it now, still dare to believe it now, because it is absolutely real, and it's gonna surprise you how it like plays out. But I already got this set up for you, so ultimately get ready, because there's something beautiful like really being laid out right here right now. Yeah, there's something beautiful being laid out. The Devil is interesting. It's kind of going to make you maybe even fear of being stuck. It's going to be a feeling, part of the feeling, fear of nothing is ever going to change. But look at it in a different way and you'll see that things are already changing, right? So ultimately, we're not actually stuck. Things have been changing the whole time. They just may have been changing under the surface, shifting around stuff to begin, shifting around stuff in preparation for, because that's really what's happening. Really being able to also, yeah, okay, let me stop there and let me move on to another set of cards. Maybe Hierophant in the center, maybe it's the center, but I like how the Prince of Swords starts everything off. So there's some sort of announcement or decision or communication, somebody just deciding to say something or, yeah, to suggest something, and it really being celebrated and everybody's really happy about it. I like that. I like how we begin there. Let's go back. Hold on. How you gonna... Okay. Cancer is in reverse, so this could be toxic motherhood, toxic feminine. This could be somebody who is, or yeah, unable to be born, or stuck. Something is stuck in process. I'm just going to leave it there. Unable to be born. It hasn't. It's still kind of forming. It's still coming together. So something is still coming together. And ultimately, come on, man, let it come together. Give it space, give it time. It's coming, it's forming. This is a time of amazing faith. I don't know why Cancer is in reverse. Why is Cancer in reverse? Why is Cancer in reverse? Why is Cancer in reverse? Because Cancer in reverse is actually very manipulative energy. It's like nurturing to manipulate. Why is Cancer in reverse? Because there's heartbreak here. So there's a letdown. Somebody's disappointed. Maybe something that you thought was going to happen didn't happen or hasn't happened yet. That's kind of what it's saying. It's like something hasn't happened yet. There's some sort of heartbreak here. Heartbreak, sadness that things didn't work out or haven't come to fruition yet. Some sort of heartbreak. Why? It's all in divine timing. That's my response. It's all in divine timing because these are upright. And that's absolutely yes. I mean, this is the end of the day. This is a sense of, yeah, it's happening. It's happening it's happening in universal time, not in our time. I don't know why Cancer is in reverse here, but it's like chill your fucking shit out. It's a sense of like, oh, the moon. The moon is in Aries. It wants it now. It wants instantaneous gratification. You know, it's almost like in some ways you're breaking your own fucking heart because you're just not willing to wait. I mean, you can choose to be like that and there's going to be suffering involved. Yeah, this can be the loss of something as well. The loss of a family member as well, certainly. Maybe that they've been hanging on for a while and now there's just the finish, the ending, the conclusion. It's just all in karmic timing, divine timing. But there's no death here. There's just a sense of sick of waiting, tired of waiting. It's where your focus is. I don't know how else to say that. Yeah, like what the fuck is this? I don't understand. Why is Cancer in reverse? That doesn't answer my question. And that's the only card that came out. Why is there Three of Swords here? Something that never got born. That was the answer. Something that never got born. Okay. Prince of Cups was in the past. This is all coming out in the past. Something that never happened. Something got disappointed. Something that never came to be. There was an expectation. There was an emotional drive. There was emotional desire, but something never came to be. And it's all centered in this corner around Cancerian energy. This is something that never came to be, and there was heartbreak. And maybe there's a little bit of fear or even manipulation through fear that that's what's going to happen again. That is not what's going to happen again. This is the balancing of the situation so that you can move on from it. This is the Six of Pentacles, which means you're getting opportunities or offers are coming in. So ultimately, this perception of disappointment, it's bullshit. It's going to all balance out either by the end of the day or the beginning of next, within the next 24 hours, the universe is going to take over and settle that and just kind of like make it all okay. And good shit's coming. But it's got directly to do with something from the past. It's got to do with something that did not get its chance. It failed, maybe because it rushed in too quickly. or because it expected too much. This is also the Prince of Cups. This is Cancerian energy. This could have been a Cancerian person who expected too much, rushed in, or hasn't found any sense, it hasn't found success. This is also holding on to that, holding on to those emotions. Get rid of those fucking emotions. This is part of what we're purging. This is part of what we have to get rid of and lay bare so it can dry out. It's kind of what has to happen. The success then comes in. Whew, I don't know how the fuck that all came out. That was interesting. Hi, Jade. Hey, Ruthie. Show. Sorry, guys. Around this time, it's around this time. I should probably take a break, but I'm not going to. We have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Okay, that's good, God. Thank you. If you have anything more to help me out, that would be helpful. Adjustments are required. So now we understand what we did wrong, is what it is. Where was the disappointment? Now we understand what we did wrong. There was some sort of sorrow, right? This is a waxing moon. This moon looks waxing. That's why the card came out in reverse. What's growing is this sense of adjustments. We had to change things. We had to make changes, or shifts are coming. Changes are happening. Something is gaining momentum. There's a new moon that's coming up over the weekend. What day is that? It's Saturday. Saturday new moon. This positions us for gain, for something that's coming in. We're going to have to feel, in other words, there's some sort of heartbreak or disappointment that's going to precede a success. It's just like a little bump in the road that we have to get over to make us adjust the way that we're seeing things, adjust our perspective, change. It's all about a change in perspective of something that we could not even conceptualize before now. That's what it is. You couldn't even conceive of this before now. And now this thing is actually starting to gain momentum. It's karmic. It has to happen that way. Something you couldn't even conceive of. And maybe somebody decided how they felt about it too quickly. In other words, you decided too quickly. And now it's like, okay, you shouldn't have, because guess what? It wasn't the way that it appeared. And now we're starting to see it and understand it in a totally different way. And that's karma. That's karmic coming back around. Thank you, God. I didn't understand. This is some sort of desire, somebody wanting somebody wanting something, being held back, of course, from what you desire and what you want. And now there's a sense of sharing what you wanted, or sharing those desires with somebody, like letting them know what you wish, what wishes you want to come true, sharing your wishes with somebody. At first you held back. You kept it to yourself. This could be almost fear. Fear made you keep it to yourself because you were afraid of losing it or it never happening. It's almost like you were afraid of jinxing yourself or giving yourself bad luck. This is now coming out and saying it, like letting it be known and telling, because you have faith in it now. You know, maybe by the end of this day, or definitely by the end of this week, there's something brewing here. It's got to come out. This fear is what is the last blip in the road, right? That's kind of what it is. You have to adjust your perspective and learn to work through the fear, really. You're afraid of maybe telling somebody something that you want, or announcing something that you want. You're afraid of sharing your deepest wishes with somebody else. There's something of that going on here. Okay. So we understand who this involves. Once again, this is pregnancy or something new that you're working on, right? Something that you're giving birth to. We have the World card here. We have Cancer in reverse. This is mama energy. It's something new. It's a new part of your life, right? That's kind of what it is. A new part of your life. So it's got to do with mother energy, moon energy, Cancerian energy, and it's all got to do with something new in your life. That's who it's engaging or involving. The only thing I don't like is Cancer in reverse. Maybe somebody was afraid that something wasn't going to be born. They were afraid of that. There was fear here because we have the Three of Swords, sadness, sorrow, heartbreak, disappointment, right? But ultimately that you crossing over that fear, and it's going to be successful. But somehow there's extra fear here. That's instead it's affecting you today. The fear of the worst case scenario is impacting you today. Ultimately, it's like, breathe deep and look at this from a different perspective. It's like, Lord, help me understand my fear. Help me understand why I feel this way. Help me love myself so much that my fear dissipates, and let me feel your love for me so completely that my fear dissipates. It's that kind of energy that we need. Just a little bit of fear that we have to get over, and things are actually going to be okay on the other side. That's really interesting energy. Yeah, that's really interesting energy. Hey, Michelle, what's that? The sound and picture are kind of messed up, guys. Hey, Amy. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't really know what to do about it. I apologize. In the past, there's a sense of the solar plexus chakra. That's a chakra that sits right beneath your heart. It's kind of the fuel pump. Your heart knows what it wants, and the solar plexus like pushes it out of you, brings it into reality. It's not working. There was a sense of that didn't happen, or maybe you didn't have the confidence to actually go for it and say what you felt. Maybe you did say what you felt, but you felt it was worthless and it fell on dead ears. Something like that came up in the past. It's like you didn't have the fuel for it, or you didn't get launched. Failure to launch. There you go. And then we have awareness, suddenly becoming conscious and understanding why that failure happened. Emotional loss. It was hurtful and painful for you, but at the same time, it was also extremely necessary to prep you in order to overcome these obstacles and challenges that you see in front of you now. Obstacles and challenges in front of you now, they don't affect you the way that they used to. You're not afraid the way that it used to be. You can deal with fear in a different way now. You understand it better, so that you are better equipped to overcome these challenges. There's some 5 here. That's a change. There's definitely a change that's coming, a shift. Okay. But the thing is, we're going to get over it. And I don't think if the past didn't happen, we would have had the skills to be able to get over this. We're going to get over this. And yeah, we're going to get over this today. It's like, this is a daily reading. So just clarify for me, maybe, the obstacles and challenges. It's like when we're connected to a higher consciousness, we don't care as much, right? In emotional loss, there's a lack of fear here when it comes to the challenges in our way now. There's strength. That's the clarification. It's making us stronger. We're seeing that it made us stronger. It's being strengthened by failure, or something that didn't work out is making us very abundant. So something that didn't work out is actually making us super ready for something that was always meant to work out. And that's why I got to say, it's like, I've mentioned this before. It's the energy of aiming for one thing because you think that's what you want. And then the arrow going by it and you perceiving that as failure or a fuck up and it landing in a tree because you're like, shit, it fucking fucked up. But that tree ends up like hitting a goal. Like that tree ends up like hitting like, I don't know. I just saw like oil or gold spill out of the tree. You didn't know that you were supposed to be aiming for something beyond, more than what you were aiming for. And that's the first failure prepared you for who you needed to be when you got to that success in your future. And that's what it's kind of saying is you're ready now. Your future is actually here. Learning and understanding why all of that happened, all that disappointment happened, because it really was to prepare you and make you stronger to be able to bear the weight of the blessing. Because it's like, who's going to give somebody who, like, you're not gonna, it's like the old scenario, winning the lottery. You're not going to give $5 million to somebody who is just going to spend it. And there's been a study done. Most lottery winners, they got no fucking clue what to do with the money, and it's gone within like 2 years. They got they can win $250 million and blow it because they don't know how to fucking deal with it. So it's almost like spirit saying, I wasn't going to give you your blessing when you didn't know how to fucking handle it, because you would have just wasted it and then it would have been a trampled on blessing. And you just would have been sad because you would have lost it as soon as it came. Now you're receiving it because you're ready to have it. You're ready to hold it. You know how to take care of it now. That's what's being clarified today for you. You know how to take care of it now. And that's why we keep getting all this mother energy, all this empress energy. You're ready for this abundance now. You were not ready in the past. There's a specific maturity that has to come from or before the abundance comes and sets in your arms. You had to know something or understand something first. Those things have become very clear. Wisdom, abundance, illumination, and then I just receive. It's like the gift. That's what I feel. The gift. You're ready now. You're ready for this abundance now. And it really is absolutely beautiful. This is somebody or a situation where you have failed many times over, where the failure is, I don't even know why you didn't give up. And maybe on some cases you did for a while. And then all of a sudden, when I tell you, boom, it almost feels like it comes out of the blue. It didn't come out of the fucking blue. Are you kidding me? This has been in preparation forever. This has been in preparation forever. So yeah, make space, make room, make space, make room, make space, make room. That's all you're being told. Make space, make room. We have answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Moonstone, then heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Oh, something's coming in. You know it already. That's the moon card. You don't want to believe it because you've been so disappointed in the past. Fuck it. This time around, it's here. It doesn't even matter if you don't believe it. It's here. This is what humbles you and brings you to your knees and makes you so grateful that you lived to see the next day, the other side of things. These are the other side of things. Okay, this is it. Answered prayers, and you already know it's coming. And then we have divine life purpose coming in the past. Trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So this is along the path that you have decided to take. This started out a while ago, but trust the signs when it says that you know where this is headed. It is headed that way. This is it. This is the culmination. This is the receptive period. So this is just like right before you, it's already yours. It's already yours. It's like at this point, receiving it isn't going to be any better or do anything else for you than realizing you're going to receive it, because it's already happened. So the reception of it is going to be second thought. And that's the mentality where you needed to be in order to receive it, because now you're ready to care for it. It's not just about being ready to receive it, give me. It's about, oh, my arms are actually strong enough to hold this. That's what it's about. It's like you're prepared for the aftermath of receiving. And that's why you're generating the energy of, oh, the space is here. Now it can physically come to you. There you go. Holy moly. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly, Charity. Exactly. But you were doing enough. You were doing enough. And ultimately, it just needed time to be able to pop up. That's kind of what it is. You were, and you were also being protected, right? God wanted to get you into the right space. You are safe. Do not fear. We are with you always and surround you always with our invisible wings of light. You're being protected. Precious gift is coming to you. Protection of a precious gift. You're ready for this precious gift. You've protected a precious gift. You know how to do it now. You're fucking ready. Friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Do not lose sight of what is most important. So ultimately, it wasn't just you that God had to prepare. It was the fucking people around you. He couldn't have you surrounded with greedy pieces of shit. He couldn't have you surrounded by nasty motherfuckers, or have you not be able to handle them when they come into your life. You have to be able to handle people and keep everybody in fucking line, right? Okay. Think global. This is in reverse. In the past, you weren't thinking big enough, right? You are being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. You are a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be, and so it will be. It's almost like you were afraid to let yourself dream in the past. And then when you started to dream and pursue the dream, you're like, I was so fucking stupid. Why'd I ever think I could make this happen? Because it didn't happen immediately. But somehow you kept it up. And I'll tell you why. You kept it up because you loved it. Because it's not about the validation. You could feel the failure and you could feel the fear, but the interest remained. Because when you love something, it will. And so that's what kept you going. And ultimately, tenacity is the absolute road to success. We have Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. And creative potential. This is something you're creating, you're building. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential, just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. Bam. It's almost like you had to give yourself permission to be who you are out loud. And you had to have the strength to be able to take the hits when you are who you are out loud. God was prepping you guys. I mean, legitimately, God is getting you ready. And there have been signs that have been sent to you for a while now. Get ready for the fucking mother load, because it's all about to come out. And this all has to do with Pisces, with something that has been in the consciousness of the meta consciousness for a while, spilling out. It's all coming out, and it's over the next few weeks that it's all gonna spill out until just Neptune is in Pisces. Just Neptune will be in Pisces for a while. I think Jupiter will go back into Pisces, but it'll spend some time outside of Pisces. Hold on. Yeah, Jupiter will go into Aries. Oh no, Jupiter is leaving. Jupiter is leaving Pisces. Wow. Okay. Going into Aries. That will definitely change things. And that will be by, hold on, August. When does Jupiter go into Aries? Jupiter goes into Aries May 10th. May 10th, May 11th. You better understand that that's when everything changes. That's when the new life happens. You're all set up. You're good. I love you guys so much. I'm sorry I couldn't interact. I got real fucking fucked up with that channeling. That was awesome though. Thank you for sticking by me in all your conversations over here. And I'm going to let you guys go now, but but I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys.